For more than 5 years now, it's like I've been traveling to different dimensions. You know what I mean? Now, it's been said that a general person only uses a small percentage of their consciousness. You know? Now, when you begin to elevate, when you begin to rise in your consciousness, that means you are using more and more, or you are tapping into more and more of your consciousness, guys. You know what I mean? Now, what we can see, basically this is the third dimension, guys. 3D. Now, depending on your rank as a chosen one, you are able to access higher and higher and higher dimension, guys. You know what I mean? Oh my God, this is my favorite topic, by the way. You know what I mean? Now, I'm gonna title this video, how to know, or how do you know you are traveling through higher dimensions, Josens. Part 1. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hello, beautiful people of the world. This is Alula, and welcome to Awaken the Ego Within. Chosen ones, if you haven't subscribed by now, you're missing out. Check me out on Insta at Awaken the Ego. The link is on the channel. Guys, today I'm back with a new topic. And today, guys, I want to share with you how to know you're accessing higher and higher dimensions. Funny enough, ever since I had a taste of this, guys, my number one job has always been to get back to this consciousness. You know what I mean? Especially in my dark night of the soul. It's like I'm traveling through different dimensions as I grow spiritually to become my higher self, guys. This is how the idea of awaken the ego within is born. Get it? Awaken the ego within. Elevation of consciousness. Once you awaken this, guys, it's like you get a bird's eye view of situation and things. You know what I'm saying? The best way I can explain this to you guys, is like accessing high dimensions means, guys, is like having intelligence of the gods, Josens. Depending on your mission and depending on your rank, you know what I mean? Some of you might even be living in really high dimensions that many people cannot get to. You know what I mean? Now, how do you know you are cruising or traveling through these higher dimensions, guys? First thing first is the way you look at yourself will change. Funny enough, nothing outside of you will change, but you change. Particularly the way you begin to see the world, the way you see yourself will change, guys. Once you change, then your outlook will change. Most importantly, you gotta begin to discover yourself in depth. You gotta begin to see that you are a spiritual being, you are an infinite being that has taken this physical coat at this time. And you will begin to remember yourself. Some of you will have glimpses of your dimension. Funny enough, as a very young person, I used to have these glimpses of imagination, you know what I mean? But then that was just imagination. But then to my awakening, to living in the dark night of the soul, guys, it's like I'm cruising to different dimensions. It's like I'm growing so much, so fast. You know what I mean? I even go to a point, I'm like, well, can we stop now? Let me get used to this position first. They're like, nah, we're gonna you know what I mean? That is why many of you, after you've gone through your dark night of the soul, you seem like a different person. Your interests change. The way you looked at one situation, the way you look at situation that you once did changes, guys. You know what I mean? That is because you are accessing higher dimension through your consciousness. You know what I mean? That is one of waves of knowing that you are traveling to different worlds, guys. Funny enough, I'm even getting to a point where I'm seeing like evil spirit in the plain sight, like to my smell, to even just looking. You know what I mean? And I hear voices, sometimes even clear as a voice somebody speaking to me. This is mostly how I make my videos, guys. You know what I mean? I'm convinced that it's only through this, guys, that you are able to access truly the way of the heavens. You know what I mean? How do you know you are living or you are accessing this dimension, my chosen one? It's like when you begin to manifest the things that you want by your thought alone. This is why I say, guys, it's like having the intelligence of the gods. It's like being a creator. You know? I was speaking with somebody the other day, and she tells me, Alula, just whatever I want just comes to me. This is what I mean. Once you elevate in your consciousness, my chosen, once you begin to access other dimensions within yourself, you no longer have to go anywhere. Things that you seek begin to seek you back. You know, everything that you wanted will begin to manifest in your life for you. It's like you can't believe it. Oh, let's go into this sun. Man, there's been so many occasions, there's been so many times which just baffled me with surprise. I just froze because I was really beginning to understand how life works really. This idea of working hard, forcing things, guys, it does not apply in higher dimensions. In higher dimensions, you just be able to manifest the things that is on your heart, guys, the things that you want. Basically begin to design your own life. You know what I mean? How to know you are cruising through dimensions. The third point, guys, will be when the way you look at people you once did particularly changes. This thing actually surprised me. A lot of people that I admired in the past, once I began to access this consciousness, I began to have a different view of them. Because particularly I was applying this method of look what before you without a judgment, without reaction, and all that is hidden from you will come to light. You know what I'm saying, guys? You know, things that or people that you once looked up to. Some of you might even look at them like a fool now. I mean, look at yourself like a fool. You cannot believe you've been taken for a ride, especially in this area of religion. Actually, the biggest form of awakening chosen is in this area of religion. When you begin to have questions about religion, establishment, things like that, understand that you are accessing higher and higher dimensions because you cannot be fooled anymore. You know what I'm saying? Now, one of the reasons why that happens is because now religion wants to rule you with fear. Once you're accessing higher and higher dimensions, guys, fear don't exist for you. You know what I mean? Fear don't exist for you. Fear is only a weapon of this three-dimensional world. That's why everything on this level runs on fear. Yeah, so that'll be the next point. My chosen, when you're accessing higher dimensions, fear will just begin to drop out of your life, guys. You begin to operate with love frequency. You begin to realize all along you are loved, guys. Some of you might want to change your name to Love, actually. I thought about it. You know what I mean? You have no fear. You become fearless because your eyes have seen the glory of the living Father, guys. You know what I'm saying? Now, the next point, guys, will be, it's kind of connected to manifestation, but this one, guys, is like everything you ever wanted will begin to show up in your life. Now, you'll begin to ask yourself whether you wanted these things in the first place now. That's the funniest thing. This is why this idea of, guys, be careful what you wish for. Because you might just get it and don't know what to do with it. Truly, truly, truly. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how crazy something may seem. It doesn't matter how inappropriate it might seem to the naked eye. You know what I mean? If you have a desire of something, my chosen, those things will begin to show up in your life when you begin to live in higher and higher dimensions. It's like the universe is saying to you, chosen, your wish is my command. This is what it's like, guys. This is what it's like. You know what I mean? Another symptom of rising in dimension. Did I say symptom? Yeah, symptom. Is that you'll begin to see beyond the physical. Yep. You will begin to see behind the physical, guys. You're gonna see that the physical is just a call. The physical is just a vehicle to run, like in this world. Even though, like, we take care of our bodies as if we're gonna live for like 100 years or whatever, like we love it. But you're gonna see the truth of your nature, guys. You know what I mean? Particularly in this area of dating, you're gonna begin to see like the opposite sex in a different light completely. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna seek like a spiritual connection more than a physical one. But that's not to say, of course, the physical wouldn't hurt. Like if she was like a good, like, you know, that's just a bonus, right? But that's not gonna be your priority. You know what I mean? Guys, when you look at the physical, you're gonna be deceived. Understand that. You know what I mean? But when you access in high dimensions, you're gonna begin to see all of these things as if it's nothing, guys. You know what I mean? The last point, my chosen one, is that you're gonna see the joys of this world as really nothing to you anymore. Particularly sex and things like that. Don't get me wrong. There might be a time where the chosen one will need to indulge his, go into beast mode, yo. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Even though the sacred thing that you do with the spiritual someone that is in your life, you're gonna begin to see. You know what I mean? So you're gonna rise above the joys of this world, and now your joys will be priceless things, guys. You're gonna find joy in like little things, like walking in nature. You know what I mean? But something that is not of this world, particularly something of the spiritual. But chosen, let me say this: accessing these dimensions requires for you to live a spiritual life, and nobody says to live a spiritual life is easy, guys. But it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? All right, chosen ones, have a good day. Bye bye. See you. Yeah.